And this is Backyard Outdoors, and we're going to talk a little bit today about one of the easiest ways that you can relate to the outdoors from your own backyard. And it's something as simple as bird feeders. Okay, you can get these bird feeders just about anywhere at any of the big box stores for not very expensive, and you get a big giant bag of bird seed too that you can use to fill them with. And find a nice little local tree or nice tree outside your back window or off your back deck, and you can sit inside your house for hours during the winter and watch all the wild birds come in. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And hey, I'm Will, and this is Backyard Outdoors, and stay tuned. All right, so we're back again, and what we're going to talk about a little bit is bird feeders. Now, what you can do is you can get these bigger bird feeders like this and the smaller ones, but whatever you get, make sure you get something where the top comes off and they're fairly easy to fill, because if it doesn't have any space, they can be a real pain. And what we get is we got a big bag of sunflower seeds, and you get them, and we keep them in a tin trash can outside, and then we put that in a garbage bag, and then that way we've got plenty of room for it. But anyway, we take them out like that, and then we can just make them real easy to fill. The bigger ones sometimes take a little more. Sorry, my camera's looks a little bit because I'm trying to do this at the same time. So we're just doing this. But like I said, it's one of the best ways to relate to the outdoors in the winter, especially if you're disabled or handicapped, or of an older generation like myself and my wife. It's a good way to be able to watch a little bit of wildlife in your own backyard, even from your own back deck or from your own living room or kitchen or wherever you decide to do it. Okay, so the seeds and stuff won't cost you very much. It's like 17 bucks for like a 50-pound bag, and it goes a long way. You can get really crazy and have a ton of bird feeders, or you can just, like us, we just have a couple. So hey, we'll hang these up and we'll get ready to go. Now what I've done here is we got a tree outside here in our backyard, and as you can see, there's our deck and our slider door on the deck. We can sit in our living room and watch the birds from there. But I've hung a piece of rope here with a clip on. Makes it a little easier to hook. You hang your big feeder right up there like that, and you can hook it on. Now a word to the wise about where you hang your feeders. We try to keep them away from the deck. We had them up on the deck for a while, and the thing was we had them up closer to the deck, but you got to bear in mind that wild birds poop a lot, and you can end up, if you hang them off of a terrace in an apartment or something like that, or off your deck, you can end up with a lot of bird poop all over your deck. And that kind of blows, especially if you had to clean it off and everything. Or on your patio, you just have to remember that you can end up with a lot of bird poop. Now the other thing we have here is a suet box, and you can get this suet. They're like $1 a piece. You can buy a lot of bricks of it, and you put it in this little box, and it really drags in the blue jays and the woodpeckers and a lot of other really interesting birds, and you don't have to replace it as often, as you can see. But when it's out, you can put a new one in it, and their suet boxes are really cheap. As you notice, I used a wire hanger with that. And then we got another bird feeder here. It's a blue jay. Well, I built it, and what you do is you hang oranges and stuff off the nails that you see here, right in here. And then you just use the cheapest jelly you can find. You put it in here, and in the spring it hopefully drags in blue jays. And the same way with this, you just put the jelly in a little basket with a bowl. But this time of year, we don't have that too much to worry about. And of course, you can always plant, wild. Hold on a second. This one's a little trickier. You hang that up there like that. So that way you can then. And then this summer we're gonna plant some topsoil, and And we're going to sow wildflowers and sunflower seeds all around this tree and turn this basically into our bird feeding tree. So hey, that's about it. This is a really good way to still get a little bit of wildlife in your midwinter times, especially if you're a little bit disabled or elderly. And it's a good thing to watch, and it's not too much of a hassle. So hey, I'm Will. This is another little video that we've talked about doing for the rest of the year. And I'm Will. This is Backyard Outdoors.